Everything revolves around white men. We're burning it down through the feminist lens.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Through the Feminist Lens. Last week we asked you to comment on our video about what's so fucked up in the horror film industry. There was an overwhelming amount of responses regarding racism and the sexualization of women. So that's what we're going to talk about today. First off, why do black people always die first in horror movies?
Racism.
Alright, so let's talk about it. If we want to start listing off movies right off the bat, we're talking about The Shining, Scream, Ghost Ship, Day of the Dead, One Missed Call, The Unborn. The main thing about those is the black guys like always dying first, and out of those movies, only 2 of them have black women that die first.
I'm surprised that there's even any women in any of those movies.
Alright, so I just listed off all the movies where black characters are always dying first, so why do you guys think that that's a thing?
I feel like black people are never the main characters in movies like this, so it's easy to kill them off because they are this sidekick, this side character.
Think about power. Who has the power over these roles? Alright, who's the casting directors? Who are the actual directors? Who are the producers? Who are the people behind the camera? They're all white. The industry is very whitewashed in this Western world.
So I think like what you were talking about is definitely white supremacy, and what you were saying is black tokenism, which is a really big problem in the film industry today, especially with the movies that Amy listed earlier. And when you think about tokenism, it has to do with how their bodies are being used and what they mean in the film industry.
And that brings us to women's bodies and how they're sexualized in the industry and how they're also tokenized.
Alright guys, let's bring another question to the table. How and why are women sexualized in the horror film industry?
Alright, so when we're looking at these roles of like women in horror films, we definitely see that women are heavily sexualized in these like roles and all that. And this goes back to like it includes like sex selling in film, which is like really problematic when you're looking at like women and like minority roles, and where like the women are getting like chopped up in these films.
Sure, and that goes back to like prostitutes. You see them a lot in horror films, and you see like sexy shower scenes a lot.
True.
But a lot of times in those sexy shower scenes and in the female leads, it's usually able-bodied, straight white women, and that's what sells.
So what you guys are talking about is the male gaze, and it's when male directors make the movie to like entertain or
Cater to.
To cater to like white males that are watching this film. So that's why these women are sexualized and then eventually killed off because they don't matter. There are these minority characters, like you said. So it has a lot to do with the male gaze, and that's like a big problem that we're facing right now.
Sure. And that's not even just in the horror film industry either. That's in all film, like you were saying, sex sells.
Yeah.
Okay, and me being a Latina myself, I know that there is a lot of Latina women and like minorities in general who are sexualized in the industry, but specifically like the horror film industry, it is a lot of white women, like you were saying. Like they're never, I don't want to say fat, but they're never like anything but slim, skinny, and they're always able-bodied, and if they do have a disability, that's the scary part.
True.
Yeah.
True, that's a very good point. Like in, say, Hush, the woman is deaf, and the fact that she's deaf and cannot hear is what makes the movie scary.
Yeah.
And they could have gone in a completely different direction, and the fact that she was deaf could have been not the central idea.
Okay, so again, it's all about bodies and what our bodies are representing in the industry for minority people and sure.
Those are the 2 categories: straight white people and everyone else.
Alright, so let's talk about the good things that we've been seeing in the media.
It's really become more recognized that there are people with disabilities in the world. We see deafness in Hush and A Quiet Place, and we also see blindness in Bird Box.
I think one person to really mention is Jordan Peele and the work that he's been doing, because he's mentioning that he does not want to lead any cast. He does not want to cast any leads that are white people because he said he's already seen that movie. Representation, being inclusive, being diverse, those things are what make these movies feminist.
So the point of our channel, Through the Feminist Lens, is to definitely show that there have been strides being made in media.
To wrap it all up, we believe that making conversations about representation, being inclusive, and diversity are things that we really need to do. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment below.